Guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have several EZA characters here. I think that at least a couple of these characters could be very relevant, very important towards some of these teams, right? So we have 4 EZA characters. We have the TEQ Dragon Ball Super Spirit Bomb Sword Trunks. This guy, I would say, is very likely to be a Part 2 Carnival LR. This guy would not clash with that though, because this guy's base, right? I would imagine if we do get Sword of Hope, it's just probably going to be like a standalone Sword of Hope. We got an INT MAI sub EZA. We have the AGL transforming Zamasu. Now this is the one. This guy is pretty important. Last year, I mean, we got Metal Cooler, AGL Metal Cooler, who was, I think, a fair addition to the Cooler team. EZA STRTUR Cooler, I think, was a very good addition to the team as well. Along with, LR Golden Frieza, you had Metal Cooler, you had LR Janemba still runnable, Fat Janemba still runnable, and we're able to, sort of build a very competent and competitive team. So, AGL Zamasu being big is going to be big. We also have GOWASU and Zamasu. Now, what we're looking for with this character specifically probably is that they give them huge dodge, because this unit potentially could maybe help out the Fusion Zamasu character, but remember that the Infinite Zamasu domain increases damage towards superclass characters, which this character is. We're going to be using translations from the wiki. It's going to be interesting to see how things go moving forward. Eventually, Global is going to sync. But, I mean, I would still, I feel like in a year from now, JP is still going to be getting these details early. I don't know. It would not shock me, right? Alright, so we'll start with, Trunks here. So remember, Trunks has 3 different forms. He transforms into his second form just on turn 3, or his first turn past turn 3. And then we could use the active skill the following turn. So, I mean, on your 3rd rotation with this guy, you could be transformed into his final phase. So it's really not so bad. Alright, so Future Saga key 3 and 170% of stats, or Superclass 3 key and 130% of stats. Okay. Super attack, he greatly raises defense for 3 turns. So this is base Trunks. Gives himself 50% defense for 3 turns. Okay. I mean, that's still gonna be good. Weird that it's not a stack though in base. It's for 3 turns. Actually, wait a minute. Well, where is the attack as well? Hold on, let me take a look at this. Again, when we're looking at translations that are not Goresh, we do need to take a look. So it looks to me like he's still stacking attack, and then he gets the defense for 3 turns. So they just forgot to put the attack stacking in there? Yeah, they did. Okay, not a big deal. 140% of stats. Superclass allies get 2 key. Okay, that's decent. Additional has a high chance to be a super. 30% chance to occur that each attack performs within the same turn. Okay. He's not very good in base, but I mean, I don't know, that's the biggest deal. It's probably not going to be that tough to just sort of hide him early on. I mean, against first form Cell or the Rose fight, I probably just wouldn't even want to bring this guy anyway. I mean, just looking at what his initial details look like, I mean, you can start in slot 7, and you'll auto be transformed into Super Saiyan Trunks. So he greatly stacks attack and defense now. That's pretty big. Before it was just a 20% stack. It goes from a 20% stack to a 50% stack now. That's pretty big. That's a big difference. 150% attack and defense. Superclass allies 2 key. I do like that. Then he gets 1 key. And an additional 25% attack and defense at the start of each turn. Up to 4 key and 100% attack and defense. So that's 4 turns. That used to be 10 turns. No, excuse me. It was 8. 8 turns. So insane. I mean, you guys could look at this guy's kit. This guy was made for the Legendary Goku event back when that came. That came out on Saiyan Day of 2019. Or not Saiyan Day, Goku Day. That's what this Trunks was designed for. Okay. Then he launches an additional that has a 70% chance to be a super. And then he has an additional as a high chance to be a super starting from the 4th turn. And then he gets a 30% chance to crit with each attack performed within the same turn. That's pretty good. I like this crit chance on a character that has built-in additionals. And I mean, he has an additional as a 70% chance to be a super while stacking. Okay, I mean, he's not too crazy, but I mean, he's at least decent. I mean, I'm going to need to see him in game what, like, some of these start of turn stats are going to be. But, like, I'm not really seeing... Let's keep going. Alright, so then his final transformation into the Sword of Hope right here. So he gets 40% attack and 20% defense per key sphere obtained. Does a guaranteed crit. Superclass allies 3 key 50% attack when performing a super attack with 4 or more key spheres obtained. And then he'll change key spheres to tech. Alright, so the support is new. This Trunks, and he's just massively raising attack for 1 turn? Alright, so, I mean, I think that Trunks is going to be solid. I mean, Sword of Hope is going to hit very hard. I mean, he's going to be stacking. He's doing guaranteed crits. He is supporting. The support is with 4 more key spheres obtained. Again, he does this, 40% attack. And he's getting 100% here. I mean, if this is correct, Trunks is not some god savior or anything like that. I mean, I think he'll be solid. But it's just, I mean, I don't know. Against Omega, maybe his stacking will really come into play. I don't know. I don't think that I like this Trunks so much. It's like, all of this would be good. I mean, if we just threw guard on him, right? I mean, we start to get, like, lazy, and I know it's boring, but it's like, well, I mean, yeah, stacking is cool, but then he just gets insta-killed. Okay, well, you know, I guess I'd rather just not run him. We'll see. Again, we'll see if the translations end up being 100% correct. Maybe I'm downplaying Trunks a bit. He seems okay, but he just seems okay, Trunks. I do like that he gives key support now, but again, he just kind of seems okay. Alright, so here's Zamasu. Now, Zamasu, unfortunately, we're in a tricky position where he kind of, like, really needs to not be fumbled. We will get this guy on turn 3, and, I mean, this guy is huge for Fusion Zamasu. I mean, he's already looking good at the start here with his damage reduction. Let's see how this is gonna go, right? Alright. So he's Realm of Gods, category key 3 and 170% of stats, or Extreme Class Allies 3 key, 130% of stats. Stacks defense? Oh, really? Stacks defense, and then I assume greatly lowers enemy defense? Yeah, he stacks defense and greatly lowers enemy defense. The wiki, I mean, if they're going to do the translation, sure, I think that this should be formatted a little bit better, but fine. Yeah, so he stacks defense, and he's still greatly lowering the enemy defense. The greatly lowering enemy defense is pointless, but stacking defense is good. Along with damage reduction, we'll take that. So, remember, he doesn't have defense at the start of turn, so we're looking for defense added now. Which is that right there. 140% attack and even start of turn. Extreme Class Allies 2 key. 10% HP regen at the start of turn, and 20% at the end of turn? That's kind of strong. Dokkan typically doesn't just... Is that true? They're just giving him 20% at the end of the turn? That's a lot. They don't usually do that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So he's stacking damage reduction, supporting, and then he's healing by a lot. Wow. Okay. I mean, we're off to a good start here. Okay, now, keep in mind, by the way, links are not really so much what we're looking for in his first state. But once we transform, again, I mean, that's where he's starting to look very similar to what the, like, LR Fusion Zamasu. So now he's stacking attack and defense. So he stacks 30% in base, and it's 20%. It's going to be, I mean, unless it's, those are always 20%. So he's stacking 20% attack and defense. Okay. 2 key, 150% of stats. Extreme class allies, 2 key. 50% damage reduction. Another 50% attack on super. Launches an additional super then the same turn after receiving an attack. Recovers 10% HP when HP is 90% or less. Recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn every time the character receives an attack 5 times or more in battle. So he's stacking with damage reduction. And, I mean, this is a character that's rocking, you know, big bad bosses. He's got a Fuse Fighter as well, which will give him a little bit of defense. I just want to take just a quick glance. He has, is it 6 links with this guy? It's 6. So the only link that this guy doesn't get activated is legendary power. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Fusion Zamasu here. This is a little bit more of like what we're talking about right here. I do like in base, like he heals a lot for free. So it's kind of, they're just like, okay. In Fusion Zamasu form, you know, his damage reduction ups up to 50%. He's gonna have additional. He's gonna have the stacks, but they nerfed his healing a little bit. Okay, that does make sense. Again, that was very strong. They don't typically give healing like that strong just for free. It does feel like Dokkan is kind of a little scared of healing. So I mean, best case scenario is like AGL ZAMASU like turn 2 probably. Take a little bit of damage turn 1. This guy would just heal everything off, and then yeah, you're off to the races. Okay. He's got the additionals, sure. All right, so then we get to Corrupted Fusion Zamasu here. Now, we'll see. But prior, this guy he gets huge attack, at least at the time, but he loses a lot of that damage reduction. I mean, is he designed similarly? So he gets 100% attack for 1 turn. Let me just double check that this is looking correct. So he gets 100% defense, but he's also massively lowering defense. And let me double check this. So he's stacking attack and defense, but he's also, is it greatly lowering? Again, this mostly doesn't matter, but I do want to get shit correct, right? So he's getting 100% attack, and then he's also massively lowering defense, okay? 6 key, 300% attack, 100% defense. Damage reduction down to 30. Additional 50% attack. High chance to crit when attacking. Okay. Additional super every time the character performs 2 or more attacks within the same turn. Okay. Then 50% defense performing a super attack for 3 turns. Oh. Superclass allies and enemies attack minus 10%. Well, wait a minute. So if you get the hidden potential system additional, he gives you an extra super for free. Because transformed here, he doesn't have built-in additionals. Besides, if you get the hidden potential system additional. I don't like his last form. It's just, he's losing quite a bit of, I think, defensive ability here. Well, there's this. What does he have here? It's 150%. That drops down to 100%. I would definitely... Okay. I think we are in business here. This easily looks like I want to run this guy in this form. I'm going to be leaving him right here. It's like, I guess you could go to this guy final turn, right? Like, you know, okay, I've got my 2 Fusion Zamasus. We'll finish him off with these 2 attacking. That's when you would do that. But, I mean, this guy having 50% damage reduction and stacking, and considering he's, you know, a 6 out of... Oh, this one right here. And considering he's a 6 out of 7 Link Buddy with LR Fusion Zamasu, we're in business. This looks pretty good. Because, again, he's getting defense here, extra damage reduction here, defense here, and then the huge increase to stats as an EZA TUR. Yeah, this guy looks good. I don't think we could have asked for any more from him. He looks strong. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Trunks seems okay-ish. Unless there's something I missed or a mistranslation or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, so then we have INT Mai. Now, remember, they just gave us a banner unit Mai. So, we'll see. Mai is already a support with stunning. They give her high chance to dodge or something like that. And she could be a chef. She could cook a little bit. If they make this Mai really good, it's going to be very stupid that they made just Mai the banner unit and not, like, dude, she's got, like, the soldiers with him. It could have been Mai and, like, future resistance or something like that, right? Like, alright, she's getting 30% defense for 1 turn. And then, yeah, it's not like, okay, so she's getting 30% defense for 1 turn, but then she's also at least got a high chance to stun. I'm not sure if it's going to be any higher, but it's at least also a high chance to stun. 120% defense, 80% attack when attacking, okay. Time Traveler category, allies 2 key, 40% attack and defense. I didn't buff that, interesting. It's kept it the same. 1 key, 10% attack and defense for allies who also belong to superclass. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. 50% buff, we like that. What? 70% chance to dodge from enemies who've been hit by her super attack within the same turn. What the hell? That's very good. So, you're not using her against Omega, but, I mean, there's a lot more fights than just Omega. Wow, okay, that's... I was talking high chance to dodge. They gave her 70. Oh, wow, yeah, okay. She's very good. Holy shit, okay. And then 80% defense when attacking if there's a Future Saga enemy. What? It's if there's a Future Saga enemy, she gives you a Scouter. What the hell? I mean, here's the thing about that. I mean, we're anticipating that Infinite Zamasu is going to be the hardest fight in the game in, like, 2 weeks. Okay. So, the Scouter is certainly tied to a Future Saga category enemy. There's just no way they just give a sub-EZA Scouter. No way. So, but it's like, against a Future Saga enemy? What the hell? Bro, this is a 50% support buff with a 70% chance to dodge and a Scouter. Wow. Is she the best sub-EZA ever? There's gotta be something. I mean, no. Well, because I guess Tech God Goku doesn't count. Like, him and Vegeta, I mean, I guess they sort of would. Because I kind of did define sub-EZA by anything that's not like a you know, Dokkan Fest TUR EZA. I mean, it would probably be like God Goku or like AGL Golden Frieza, but damn, dude, wow. Okay. I did not expect Mai to be that good. Wow. They gave, dude, giving her 70% chance to dodge? That's crazy. They balanced it pretty well, I would say, by making it to where, you know, she has to super first. So, again, it's not going to work against, like, Omega or something like that. But, I mean, that's still pretty good. All right, so then we have GOWASU and ZAMASU. I'm not really sure where I would run them. I guess with, like, GOWASU, or, excuse me, on LR Fusion Zamasu's team, I guess. I suppose. I mean, their support is just all allies, so it's not like it has to be villain or something like that. We want to, well, I mean, Mai got 70% dodge. We need their chance to dodge to jump up to 70% as well. Because if we're running them on Fusion Zamasu's team, you know, Infinite Zamasu would cause them to take more damage. So they get 50% attack and defense for 1 turn. And they also seal. 50% is decent. Okay, we'll take that. All allies 3 key, 70% defense, so they give them 1 extra key. Okay. And then all allies 1 key and 30% attack when all allies are Realm of God's characters. Is this true? Yeah, 3 key and then another. Damn, so they get 4 key. I mean, maybe after Carnival LR Rose comes out and he's like, you know, top 5 or something like that. Sure. All right. Because it's like, you know, we're running Ma Junior on the team. That's happening. 5 key, 140% attack, 70% defense for this extreme class enemy after attacking. No, okay. So they get 5 key, 140% attack, and 70% defense against an extreme class enemy. 70% attack, 140% defense if there's a super class enemy. They get 70% attack and defense on super. Wait, what? Oh, this isn't... Yeah, it's not super correct, because they also at least have a high chance to dodge. Somewhere in there. I guess some of these translations, again, might be a little bit iffy. GOWASU and ZAMASU and TEQ Trunks, I certainly would like to see. Because, I mean, they have at least a high chance to dodge in here, right? Like, at bare minimum. Alright, now, Mai seems ridiculous, and this guy seems really quite good as well. So, this was the most important. Trunks, I want to see in game. I feel like he could put up maybe some attack sack numbers and stuff like that, but I don't know that that's really, like, the biggest deal ever. He just seems like okay. I don't know. If we get a super mega, ultra mega, super long fight, he's crazy, but, yeah. I mean, is that actually ever happening? I would say the answer is no. I would say no. And then these guys, I mean, I'm going to need to see what their dodge chance was actually upgraded to. Let me actually take a look at one thing real fast. Yeah, hold on. Let me just double check something. All right, I'm on the wiki for the first time in a little bit. Let's just review some of this. Let's see how close it is to what we've seen. This is all looking the same. So does Fusion Zamasu. And so does the Corrupt Zamasu. Okay, all looks the same. Again, that first Fusion Zamasu is really quite good. GOWASU and Zamasu, high chance to dodge. We really would have wanted 70% on them. I think they're okay. Probably only okay. There is a notable difference between 70 and high. Okay. Trunks, Sex attack, 50% defense for 3 turns. Yeah, Trunks. So he has an additional has a high chance to be a super. For 4 turns after appearance, he gets an additional has a high chance to be a super. I mean, so what if you just super and then additional normal, additional normal, additional normal? Right? Like additional normal, then hypnosis system, additional normal. I don't know. Trunks. They couldn't have given Trunks a little bit more? Trunks doesn't even seem close to Zamasu to me. I gotta be missing something, dude. I don't know. Trunks doesn't look that crazy. I mean, he'll have stats, but... I mean, stats don't... I don't know. We'll see. This is looking... Okay, guaranteed crit with 4 key spheres. Superclass ally 3 key. 50% attack on super... this is actually quite a bit different than what we saw from the wiki translations. Okay. Alright, sure. And then Mai. Oh, this says high chance to dodge. Alright. We'll see. I might ask Goresh. Goresh, you are actually... throw the bat signal up and get, like, the proper consistent stuff. There is, again, it does to me feel like a significant difference between high chance to dodge and great chance to dodge. So 70 to 50, there's a big difference with that. Mai is still going to be pretty good with the high chance to dodge if supering, but if it's high chance and not 70% chance, it's like, you know, she's still solid, but at that point, I do feel like that makes quite a big difference. Okay. Okay. Mai still does seem pretty good, right? 50% support for, like, the new Vegito Blue is going to be good. At least several of these characters have dodge and stuff like that. The main one I'm going to want to see in action is Trunks. I need to see his stats. I surely have to just be missing something, and he must just look much more impressive in-game than he does on paper. It's just, again, you know what I'm getting visions of? This is Kale and Caulifla. Whereas Kale and Caulifla, they have functionally the same kit as they did. And it's like, they're okay, but like, that's all I'll give Kale and Caulifla is okay. And that's kind of the same thing with Trunks. I mean, I think he's going to be okay, but I mean, he at least has quite a bit more stats, right? Because he's getting his TUR stats, plus he's getting a lot more stats here. Plus, this is jumping, I mean, this is jumping from 20 to 50, right? He's going from 20% attack and defensive stat to 50% attack and defensive stat. I mean, if he gives you, like, 2 turns in a row of, like, double or triple supering with 50%, he could be good. I'm greedy, though. I mean, they could attack guard on this bastard, man. Give him conditional guard for something. You know, full Future Saga rotation, he guards. Some shit like that. Now we're really talking, right? So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the EZAs for these 4 characters. GOWASU and ZAMASU, TEQ Trunks, INT Mai, and AGL ZAMASU. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.